What's cracking, pimps? What's going on? And welcome to episode 57 of the Mac Daddy Seminar. As always, I am your host, Taylor Dunn, and I am taking a break from watching the final day of the Masters to record this podcast. I don't really know golf. I enjoy playing golf, but I still barely know how to play the game. I went golfing last week. No, last weekend. Me and my buddy Fanning, he's been on the podcast a few times, went golfing here on the island that we live on. And it was a shit show. Because we get over there, and I mean, it was pretty cheap here in San Diego. Going golfing for anything less than $50 a person is pretty much unheard of. And we went over there, and we went to the driving range for a minute. I haven't played golf in like 5 years, and we went out there and smacked a couple of balls on the driving range, and it was kind of surprising because I haven't picked up a golf club in God knows how long. And I was actually kind of surprising myself, getting out there and whoosh, sending that bitch to the moon. Speaking of sending some shit to the moon, Dogecoin is up and it's looking good. Hopefully it stays on that path because I've had my money, invested in Dogecoin for a minute now, and I'm hoping to make a little bit more than a return, if you know what I mean. But anyways, so we go out there and we throw the clubs in the back of the golf cart, and we start drinking because it's golf. Got a bunch of those Michelob Ultras, and first couple of holes are okay. We're like kind of keeping score, and then we're like 8 or 9 beers deep. And then it's just an all-out shit show from there. Like, we stopped keeping score after like the 8th hole. We were out there like 4 hours. We didn't even finish. We at the 14th hole, we just had to leave. And while we're on the 14th hole, it's like right as the sun is going down, we're right next to a water hazard. And Fanning's like, "Oh my God, look at this." And he reaches down and pulls up a like off-color brown egg and comes running it over to me. So I'm like, what the hell? So like, we're like, is this a snake egg? Like, so I look it up on my phone, and we came to the consensus that it was a duck egg. So I did what I thought would be the right thing to do, because I was like, well, if we've touched it, the mother isn't going to come back to it. So we already screwed up. Blame him, not me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. He picked it up. So we brought it back to the house after we finished playing golf. And I had to borrow a electric blanket from one of my neighbors to keep it incubated. And because Fanning just suggested that I rub some Vaseline on it and shove it into my ass. And no. No. My mom's gonna love that part of the podcast. Anyways, no, I put it on that heated blanket, and we kept it there for like 4 days, just kind of rotating it, keeping it warm. And eventually it's called candling, and you put a light under it, and we determined that it wasn't fertilized. And then I ate it. No, I didn't really eat it. No, we got rid of it. But my wife was trying to convince me to eat it, and I was like, no. Other than that, I took my car to get fixed this week because me and my family, we only have one car. And so I like to take really good care of it. And I want to know what everybody's like opinion is on this. So please let me know. But I took my car to the body or to the auto shop, and I told them I wanted like the premier package. I don't know dick about taking care of cars. Okay. Raised by a single mother. Dad was never around. Never had anybody teach me anything about cars. And I don't really care either. Like I'm not a big auto car person. Like does it when I get in it and I press the pedal on the right, does it make me go forward? Okay, can I get in that and go do this? Okay, that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck what it looks like. I don't give a fuck what color it is. I don't give a fuck how fast it goes. Does it get me from point A to point B? That's it. And I'm particular about taking care of it. So I took it to the auto shop, and they looked it over and they called me and they were like, "Well, hey, your brakes are about to go out, your battery is low, you need 4 brand new tires." I'm just like, "Well, shit, okay." So I just let them do everything. And they called me and told me what the total was. And all of my coworkers were all like, "Dog, I could do it for you. I can save you some money." And I was like, "Well, you're probably right. However, I would rather this auto shop do it, because if they mess something up or I feel like I'm getting swindled, then I can go complain to a business. But if you fuck up, then it's just gonna be like, oh man, I'm sorry." So I let them do it. It was a little bit expensive, but I mean, you can't really pay for shit being, I guess, not working correctly. Like, I mean, we have one car. So if something was to break down, if the battery dies while we're at, you know, IKEA or something, what are we going to do? So I'd rather it be taken care of by a professional and pay that little extra bit of money. And then my buddy let me play, he got an Oculus Quest about 2 weeks ago, and I went to his house and I played it, and it instantly fell in love with this thing. I mean, instantaneously fell in love with it. So I spent like 2 or 3 days because I haven't gotten the PlayStation 5 yet. And I've been really wanting to get it ever since it came out, but you can't fucking find it anywhere for less than $500. Okay. Like, it's unreal to me that that game system has been out for 6 months and you still can't find, especially here in San Diego, you can't find it anywhere for less than shit 850. And that's coming from the businesses like GameStop and shit. Like, oh, you got to go and spend $850, but it comes with a bundle. Oh, it comes with an extra controller and the Spider-Man game. It's like, I don't want that shit. The only game I want to play on it is Resident Evil 8, which also comes out for the PlayStation 4. So I started thinking like that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just wait until, my thing is, I don't want to get a PS5 until I can walk in the store, pay the person behind the counter what the market listed price is for it. I think it's like $4.99. Them hand it to me and me walk it out of the store, put it in the trunk of my car, drive the fuck home, and plug it up to my TV and immediately play it. I don't want to do this shit where I got to wait in a lobby for 4 hours just to get in a queue to purchase it from Walmart. And then you got to wait 3 weeks before you can go pick it up and you spend an extra $300 on it. Like, fuck that. I'll just wait. So I decided to get a Quest 2 And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck about that PlayStation 5 anymore. I'm dead ass. Like, I've been playing that thing non-stop. I've probably sold like 5 of those things to my coworkers because every day since I've had one, I've come into work and just told them my experience playing it. Like a full-blown, like, you know how like Steve Jobs would go up and he would explain like how the iPhone works and everything? That's what I'm doing, but with the Oculus Quest 2. I know that shit better than Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. That Facebook created a sick ass VR headset, you know, and all of my buddies are like, "Are you watching porn in it?" I'm like, "No." That's like the first thing that they asked. And I'm like, "No, I got the Walking Dead game, which is sick. If you have an Oculus Quest 2, that's like the most expensive game on there. That's the one you need to get. I'm telling you right now." And I can't hear anything outside of these headphones. So if you hear my daughter hollering, she probably wants me to turn on a different show in her room. It's whatever. I'll get up and I'll do it in just a second. I'm pretty much done with this episode anyway. I was contemplating on whether or not I would make an episode, but I kind of needed to just because I'm trying to be more consistent with the episodes and whatnot. But man, that Oculus Quest is so goddamn fun. Like it's kind of motivated me to get all my stuff done for the day. Like since I got it, I get up in the morning, I exercise, I write for 15 minutes because like playing the Oculus is like a reward for myself. So in that case, it's been pretty good. I'm so weird about how I do those types of things. Like I'll buy myself something that I know I'm going to procrastinate with, but it's such a treat to me to play with it that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And then when I'm done with all of that, that's when I'll play my game system. Like I was like, well, kind of need to do a podcast today. And I, got my Oculus out and all that. And I was like, let me go ahead and finish that so I can just play it later on. And that's what I'm about to go do. I'm telling you, man, you got to get you one of them Oculuses, bro. It is something else. But yeah, I guess that's it. I know this was a really short episode, but I mean, not a whole lot's happened in the past week. We're just, kind of getting geared up to go on our trip back to Alabama. I'm going to try and do as many of these episodes as I can so I can still consistently release episodes while I'm on vacation. Um, so yeah, if it's like I miss like a major event or something like that, or something crazy happens, it is what it is. There's like 19, 20 of you that regularly listen to this podcast. So tell your friends. But yeah, I enjoy doing it. I don't really give a fuck, man. It is what it is. Those of you that do reach out and like, you know, start conversation about, oh, I really like this part of the podcast. I appreciate you. And I haven't forgot. Some of you have been like, hey, let's do an episode together. I haven't forgot about you, but you know, life be happening. It is what it is. It's Sunday. I'm tired. I'm just trying to relax today. This is a mental health day for me, and I plan on taking full advantage of it. So, so yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, man. I always appreciate you guys listening, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Y'all take care.